A beautiful noise, a neighborhood train's lullaby. I can't count how many times I've been put to sleep by the train. Ever since my family and I have lived in Barrio Central near 22nd Street and Tucson Boulevard, I've sat on the roof just looking at and listening to the trains. I spend my nights with the window open, listening to them pass. As I listen, I imagine where they are going, where they have been. When the trains pass by my house, the rails whisper stories of all the passengers. These stories create dreams for me. Like the trains, these dreams come all through the night. But for as long as I've fallen asleep to the lullaby of trains, I'd never actually been on one. The interior of trains, what it felt like to ride on one, existed only in my imagination. I imagined the most comforting, soothing ride, the fastest transportation on land. I imagined that every trip came with a movie, or that the passengers could simply look out the window and see the fluid motion of travel. I dreamed of falling asleep to the rhythmic sound of the train coursing through my body. One day, a train stopped for me. On March 28th, I boarded my first train at the Maricopa train station in Maricopa, Arizona. As I stepped onto the train, I realized that my ride wouldn't be what I had expected it. The inside of the train was nothing more than a glorified city bus. Featureless, it contained rows of draped chairs. The passengers, sprawled out and sleeping across multiple seats, covered their faces with jackets and leaned against the windows. I was shocked to know that my mind had created such a beautiful image just based on the noises that the trains outside my windows produced. When my train finally reached Tucson, I saw the beauty I had once imagined. It was 2 in the morning, and my train was just rolling into the depot. The conductor walked down the aisle, yelling that we had arrived. I rose to my feet and quickly got off the train. There were crowds of passengers scrambling to board the train, heading east. Around them were the train workers, hustling to calmly organize the boarding passengers and their luggage. For just a brief moment, I lived what I had seen only in my imagination for so many years. I returned to my car, and following the tracks I'd come to know so well, raced the train home. When I walked through the front door, I was stopped by a voice. "How was your day today? Do you want to sit and talk about it? Or just listen?" I smiled. From my roof, I could see my beautiful friend again. As I fell asleep that night, I listened to the music the trains create. Their song reminded me of how lonely this world can be when nothing around us moves. Thank you.